Stop everything because what just happened at Incheon Airport is breaking the internet right now. Lee Min-ho and Hye Kyo were spotted together, and what fans captured on camera has Minkyo shippers absolutely losing their minds. This wasn't a casual wave or polite greeting. This was hands intertwined, fingers locked, and a moment so intimate that even non-shippers are starting to believe something real is happening here. Was this an accidental slip, or are they finally done hiding? Stay till the end because the footage, the reactions, and the details we've uncovered will have you rewatching this moment over and over. Before we dive into every single frame of this viral airport sighting, make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on post notifications because Minkyo updates are exploding right now and you absolutely cannot afford to miss what's coming next. Now let's break down exactly what the world just witnessed. Lee Min-ho and Hye Kyo spotted at Incheon Airport holding hands. The internet is on fire. Minkyo believers, prepare yourselves because what transpired at Incheon International Airport 3 days ago might be the confirmation we've been waiting years to see. Multiple fans and bystanders captured footage of Lee Min-ho and Hye Kyo arriving at the airport within minutes of each other. And here's where it gets absolutely insane. They were holding hands. Not a quick touch. Not an accidental brush. Full hand-holding with fingers interlaced walking through a semi-private corridor before they realized cameras were present. Let that information fully sink into your brain right now. Lee Min-ho, one of Korea's biggest exports, and Hye Kyo, the nation's sweetheart, holding hands like an actual couple at one of the busiest airports in the world. Why this airport moment changes everything. Let's be completely transparent about why this sighting is monumental and different from every other rumor or speculation we've discussed before. Incheon Airport is not a private space. Cameras are everywhere constantly. Fans camp out daily hoping to spot celebrities. Paparazzi monitor departure and arrival schedules religiously. Security footage captures every angle. Celebrities know they're being watched the second they enter the building. So when Lee Min-ho and Hye Kyo were caught holding hands in this environment, it wasn't ignorance or carelessness. This was either a massive miscalculation or, and this is what shippers believe, they've reached a point where hiding doesn't matter anymore. This wasn't a secluded restaurant at midnight. This wasn't a private event with controlled access. This was broad daylight at Korea's most surveilled public space. The significance cannot be overstated. The footage that launched a million screaming fans. According to the fans who captured this moment, here's exactly what unfolded minute by minute. Lee Min-ho was spotted first entering through the VIP entrance around 2:15 in the afternoon. He wore a black baseball cap pulled low, designer sunglasses covering half his face, a casual but expensive leather jacket, dark jeans and sneakers, and a black mask which has become standard for celebrities. Hye Kyo appeared approximately 7 minutes later through the same VIP entrance. She had on oversized sunglasses despite being indoors, a cream-colored trench coat, simple black pants, white sneakers, and her signature long hair flowing loose. Both seemed to be traveling light with minimal luggage. Both had only one staff member each, which is unusual for stars of their magnitude. And here's the detail that made fans sprint to their positions. They entered the same restricted corridor that leads to private lounges. Fans who were stationed near that area reported something extraordinary. One fan positioned near a coffee shop had a clear sightline down the hallway. She reported seeing Lee Min-ho waiting near a seating area, appearing to check his phone repeatedly. Then Hye Kyo walked into view from the opposite direction. Their body language immediately changed when they spotted each other. Lee Min-ho stood up and moved toward her without hesitation. Hye Kyo smiled, the genuine kind that reaches your eyes even behind sunglasses. And then it happened. Lee Min-ho extended his hand. Hye Kyo took it without any awkwardness or hesitation. Their fingers interlaced naturally like they'd done this 1,000 times before. They walked together down the corridor for approximately 15 to 20 steps before a staff member apparently alerted them to the fan presence. Even after being made aware of watching eyes, they didn't immediately separate. The hand-holding lasted another few seconds before they slowly, almost reluctantly, let go. That brief moment was captured on multiple phones from slightly different angles, and those videos are now viral across every social media platform imaginable. The body language experts weigh in. Once the footage started circulating, body language analysts and relationship experts began breaking down every microsecond of the interaction. One expert noted that the way Lee Min-ho extended his hand showed complete comfort and expectation that it would be received. Song Hye Kyo's immediate response without looking down or hesitating indicated this was familiar territory for both of them. The interlaced fingers rather than a simple palm hold suggests intimacy and romantic connection, not friendly or professional courtesy. Their synchronized walking pace showed they're accustomed to moving together through spaces. The delay in separating, even after being noticed, indicated reluctance to break the connection. Neither appeared embarrassed or flustered when they realized they'd been seen, just careful and protective. The expert concluded that this displayed all the markers of an established romantic relationship, not a new or uncertain connection. These were two people comfortable with each other trying to navigate public space while protecting their privacy. Social media absolutely explodes. The reaction online was instantaneous and overwhelming. Twitter trends within the first hour included Minkyo is real, Lee Min-ho Song Hye Kyo, airport hand holding, and Minkyo confirmed. Instagram was flooded with slowed-down versions of the footage, zoomed-in captures of their intertwined hands, side-by-side comparisons with their previous public interactions, and emotional reaction videos from shippers worldwide. TikTok became a Minkyo explosion with the footage being used in thousands of videos, edits set to romantic songs, breakdowns of their history together, and fans sharing their emotional reactions to finally seeing confirmation. YouTube channels dedicated to Korean celebrity news started uploading analysis videos within hours. International media outlets picked up the story by the next morning. The footage accumulated millions of views across platforms within 48 hours. Comment sections were filled with fans expressing everything from joy to vindication to emotional overwhelm at seeing something they'd hoped for becoming visible reality. Fans commented everywhere with pure emotion pouring out. One fan wrote that she'd been shipping them for 8 years and seeing this footage made her cry actual tears of happiness. Another said this is couple behavior and there's literally no other explanation that makes sense anymore. Someone commented that the way he reached for her hand was so natural and protective it made their heart explode. Another fan noted that she didn't pull away or act surprised, which means this is definitely not the first time they've held hands. One comment that got thousands of likes simply said they're not even trying to hide anymore and honestly good for them. Another popular comment read, if this isn't love then I don't know what love looks like because that handhold was everything. International fans chimed in saying they don't even follow Korean drama closely but this footage convinced them something real is happening. The overwhelming consensus across cultures and fan communities was that this moment felt different, felt real, felt like confirmation of years of speculation and hope. Where were they actually going? The question on everyone's mind immediately became what flight were they taking and where were they headed together? Flight tracking enthusiasts and dedicated fans started investigating. There were 3 international flights departing from that terminal within the next 2 hours. 1 flight to Paris, 1 to Los Angeles, and 1 to Tokyo. Fans noticed that a major fashion event was scheduled in Paris for that week, which both stars had attended separately in previous years. There was also a private art exhibition opening in Tokyo that Song Hye Kyo had expressed interest in during a past interview. Los Angeles seemed less likely given neither had obvious professional commitments there at that time. Some fans speculated they might be traveling separately to the same destination to maintain plausible deniability. Others believed they were genuinely traveling together for a private vacation. A few thought one might be seeing the other off before their departure. The mystery of the destination added another layer of intrigue to an already explosive situation. What makes this different from past sightings? Minkyo fans have experienced many moments of hope over the years, but veterans of the shipping community agreed this airport footage represented something categorically different. Previous sightings were always ambiguous enough to explain away as coincidence, professional obligation, or friendly interaction. They'd been seen at the same events but never together. They'd been rumored to vacation in the same areas but never photographed in the same frame. They'd expressed mutual admiration but always within professional boundaries. Industry insiders whispered but never confirmed. This airport moment shattered all that carefully maintained ambiguity. You cannot accidentally hold someone's hand with interlaced fingers. You cannot explain that away as professional courtesy or friendly interaction. You cannot dismiss synchronized arrival, shared corridor access, and prolonged physical intimacy as coincidence. This was evidence of physical affection, emotional connection, and relationship behavior that transcended every previous rumor or speculation. The timing tells us everything important. Now let's examine why this particular moment happened when it did. Lee Min-ho recently completed his drama series and had a cleared schedule for the first time in 18 months. Song Hye Kyo wrapped her latest project 3 weeks earlier and publicly stated she was taking personal time. Both stars had been noticeably quiet on social media for the past month, which is unusual for celebrities of their stature with massive followings. Neither had any scheduled public appearances for the following 2 weeks according to their agency calendars. Both had given recent interviews where they discussed valuing privacy and personal happiness over public perception. The alignment of free schedules, social media silence, and public statements about privacy suggested intentional planning. They created space in their lives to be together, and perhaps they decided that hiding completely was no longer necessary or desirable. The fashion coordination nobody's talking about. Detail-oriented fans noticed something that casual observers missed entirely. Lee Min-ho's black baseball cap had a small embroidered detail on the side, a subtle design that wasn't from any obvious brand. Song Hye Kyo wore a delicate bracelet on her right wrist that caught light in some footage angles. Several fans swore the embroidery on his cap matched the pattern on her bracelet. Others noted both were wearing similar style sunglasses from the same luxury brand. Not unusual for celebrities, but the matching choice felt intentional. Their color coordination of black and cream created a cohesive aesthetic that couples often unconsciously mirror. These subtle matching elements suggested people who either deliberately coordinate or have spent enough time together that their style choices naturally align. Either option pointed toward an established relationship with depth and history. Korean media's suspicious silence speaks volumes. What's fascinating and telling is how Korean entertainment media responded to this viral moment. International outlets covered it immediately with excitement and speculation. Asian entertainment sites published articles within hours. Western celebrity gossip platforms picked up the story quickly. But major Korean entertainment news sources remained conspicuously silent for almost 2 full days. When they finally acknowledged the airport sighting, their coverage was notably restrained and factual, simply reporting that the 2 stars were spotted at the airport without speculation about the hand-holding. This careful approach from Korean media suggested either legal pressure from the agencies to avoid speculation or, more intriguingly, industry knowledge that something real was happening and respecting the stars' privacy until official confirmation. Korean entertainment journalism has strict protocols around dating rumors, and this silence felt protective rather than dismissive. Their agencies' non-responses are deafening. Following the viral spread of the airport footage, journalists immediately contacted both Lee Min-ho's and Song Hye Kyo's management agencies requesting comment or clarification. Lee Min-ho's agency released a statement that said only that they cannot confirm anything about the actor's private life and ask for understanding regarding personal matters. Song Hye Kyo's representatives issued an almost identical statement emphasizing that the actress's private life is not something the agency comments on publicly. Neither agency denied the footage or the hand-holding. Neither claimed it was misunderstood or taken out of context. Neither provided an alternative explanation for why the 2 stars were together. This type of non-denial response is significant in Korean entertainment culture. When agencies truly want to shut down false rumors, they issue clear denials. When they release vague statements about privacy, it typically indicates truth they're not ready to confirm publicly. Industry watchers recognize this pattern immediately. How their closest friends reacted or didn't react. Social media detectives immediately checked the accounts of both stars' known close friends and frequent collaborators. The responses, or lack thereof, were illuminating. Several of Lee Min-ho's close friends from the industry posted unrelated content that day without any mention of the airport footage, despite usually commenting on anything involving him. Song Hye Kyo's best friend from her actress circle, who typically defends her against rumors, remained completely silent on the matter. Co-stars who usually engage with news about either actor avoided the topic entirely. This collective silence from their inner circles suggested either they'd been asked to stay quiet or they already knew about the relationship and weren't surprised by the footage. True friends protect what matters, and the lack of denial or explanation from people who actually know them felt like protective silence around something real and precious. Previous airport patterns establish this isn't random. Dedicated fans who track celebrity movements started pulling historical data about both stars' airport appearances. Someone discovered that over the past 8 months, Lee Min-ho and Song Hye Kyo had departed from Incheon Airport on the same day 4 different times. Not the same flight necessarily, but same-day departures. Another fan found 3 instances where both returned to Seoul within 24 hours of each other from international trips. Flight overlap and synchronized travel patterns had been happening quietly for months, possibly longer. This airport hand-holding moment wasn't an isolated incident. It was simply the first time they were caught clearly together. The pattern suggested this relationship, whatever its exact nature, had been developing and existing privately for a substantial period of time. The cultural significance of public hand-holding. Understanding Korean culture adds crucial context to why this hand-holding moment is so significant. Public displays of affection are generally more reserved in Korea compared to Western countries. Hand-holding specifically carries weight as a declaration of romantic relationship status. Korean celebrities are extremely cautious about physical contact in public because it immediately triggers dating speculation. For two megastars like Lee Min-ho and Hye Kyo to hold hands, even briefly, in a public space like an airport represents either carelessness, which seems unlikely given their experience, or a shift in their willingness to hide. Perhaps they've decided their privacy matters more than complete secrecy. Perhaps they're testing public reaction before a potential official announcement. Perhaps they've simply reached a point where the relationship is strong enough that protecting it matters more than concealing it. What the handhold actually looked like frame by frame. Because multiple fans captured the moment from slightly different angles, dedicated shippers created comprehensive frame-by-frame breakdowns of exactly what happened. In the clearest footage, Lee Min-ho can be seen extending his right hand slightly behind him as Hye Kyo approached from his left side. She shifted her small bag from her right hand to her left shoulder. Her right hand moved toward his waiting hand without hesitation or downward glance. The moment their hands connected, both seemed to relax slightly in posture. Their fingers interlaced completely, not a casual palm-to-palm hold but the intimate finger-woven grip of romantic partners. They walked in perfect step with each other, bodies angled slightly together rather than straight forward. The handhold lasted between 12 and 15 seconds of walking before a staff member appeared to say something. Even then, their hands stayed connected for another 3 to 4 seconds. The separation was gradual, fingers sliding apart slowly rather than a quick release. After separating, both maintained very close proximity, walking side by side with their arms nearly touching. The entire sequence showed comfort, familiarity, affection, and reluctance to break contact. International fans versus Korean fans react differently. The response to this footage split somewhat along cultural lines in interesting ways. International Minkyo shippers responded with overwhelming excitement, celebration, and demands for official confirmation. Western fans flooded comments with support, romantic enthusiasm, and shipping content escalation. They wanted more, wanted confirmation, wanted public acknowledgement. Korean fans, while excited, responded with more measured protectiveness. Many Korean comments urged others to respect their privacy and not demand explanations. Some asked international fans to stop pressuring for statements or details. Others emphasized that if the relationship is real, excessive attention and pressure could actually harm it. This protective instinct from Korean fans showed understanding of how intense public scrutiny has destroyed celebrity relationships in the past. They wanted the relationship to survive more than they wanted confirmation of it existing. What this means for their individual images. Both Lee Min-ho and Hye Kyo have carefully cultivated public images over their long careers. Lee Min-ho built his brand on being the eternal bachelor, the charming leading man, the fantasy boyfriend for millions. Hye Kyo emerged from her divorce with an image of independence, strength, and self-possession. A confirmed relationship could theoretically impact both brands. However, analysis of their current career positions suggested minimal risk. Lee Min-ho's fanbase has matured with him over nearly 2 decades, and many fans genuinely want him to find personal happiness. Hye Kyo proved through her divorce that she prioritizes authentic living over image management, and fans respected her more for it. Both are established enough that a relationship wouldn't threaten their earning power or casting opportunities. If anything, a genuine romance between two beloved stars might actually enhance public affection for both of them. The airport staff who witnessed everything. Unverified reports from social media accounts claiming to be airport staff or security personnel started emerging. One account claimed to be a security guard who saw them in the private lounge sitting very close together in conversation before their flight. Another claimed to be a check-in staff member who processed both their tickets and noticed they were seated together on the flight. A third account purporting to be a lounge employee described them sharing food and laughing comfortably like any couple would. Final thoughts on this viral moment. Lee Min-ho and Hye Kyo being captured holding hands at Incheon Airport isn't just a shipping moment or fan service or coincidence. It's evidence of two legendary stars choosing each other, building something real together, and reaching a point where hiding completely may no longer be possible or desirable. It shows genuine affection that couldn't be fully concealed even in one of the most surveilled public spaces in Korea. It demonstrates the kind of connection that transcends professional courtesy or friendly interaction. Most importantly, it gives fans who have believed in their chemistry and compatibility for years a moment of validation and hope. Whether they officially confirm their relationship tomorrow or never, that hand-holding moment proved something real exists between them. Now I want to hear from you. Do you think Lee Min-ho and Hye Kyo will officially confirm their relationship soon? What do you think their first public appearance as a couple will look like? How long do you think they've actually been together? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Like this video. Share it with every Minkyo shipper you know and subscribe for continuous updates because this story is evolving rapidly and you absolutely cannot miss what comes next. Their hands held on for those precious seconds, and now the whole world is holding its breath waiting to see what happens next.